Good morning, Dolly Cam. It's Rachel out here live at the 69th annual UFDC convention in Phoenix, Arizona. Ruby Lane is a very proud sponsor of this convention, and it is the best convention, and we wish you were here. But since you're not, or maybe you are here and you're in the Dolly Cam, we are bringing you the sights and the sounds of what is happening here. All the doll people are here, and the dolls are here. So the exhibit that's behind me it's beyond. You guys are just going to love it so much. Share the video as you see something you love, because when you share the video, more people have an opportunity to get on the live feed and to be seeing these dolls in person. So basically it's like you're here with us because we are on a live feed. So the exhibit behind us was brought here by Rosalie Whyel. She had the Rosalie Whyel Museum in Seattle, and most of you know who the Rosalie Whyel Museum is, and of course her and her daughter, who are just such fabulous people. This exhibit is called The Well-Traveled Dolls of Simon and Halbig, and there are some incredible examples of Simon and Halbig in this room, and we're going to take you all around the room and you can see these gorgeous examples. So it's fun, it's neat, there's incredible examples that you probably haven't seen maybe in person, so we really hope that you enjoy it. I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to get started right here at the beginning. So the amazing and well-traveled dolls of Simon and Halbig. Welcome to the world of two German men who began as separate entrepreneurs in their rights in the mid-1800s. Their decision to unite and to make just not porcelain heads for play dolls, but the very best porcelain dolls on the market led to success not since repeated in the doll world, some believe. So many avid researchers, those mentioned in our credit on the poster at the front, have told their story of how Carl Halbig and Wilhelm Simon founded their porcelain factory in 1869. So Simon and Halbig, if you guys have a Simon and Halbig doll, post in the comments and tell us about it. This is an amazing Simon and Halbig for Kuno and Otto Dressel, circa 1896. He was on the cover of Antique Doll Collector, and he is big and wonderful. Good morning, Nancy.
Good morning. That's obviously a store display.
Store display. He's fantastic, isn't he? So there are people that also added to the dolls here. Jan Folk, Marion Crumblitz. Here's a whole list of people. But here we go.
Oh, look at the pretty dress on that flirty eye.
Isn't that a gorgeous dress? It's like a seafoam green.
Very pretty.
And it has provenance. There's a picture of a girl with the original, with that doll. That's a Simon and Halbig K-Star, our flirty-eyed 62. She is all original with provenance out there in the corner. That girl the little girl right there with the yellow ribbon is a Simon and Halbig K-Star R55, all original child with rubber hands. All those dolls in the back are all original. It is hard to find all original dolls.
I didn't even see them.
Right, so you know most of them came with rubber hands and then they got hard and broke.
Oh, really?
That's why many times you find them, those flirty-eyed ones with hands that don't
Just the flirty-eyed? So Nancy McCrae said that a lot of the flirty-eyed came with the rubber hands and they got broken.
And hard.
And crumbled off.
And then they crumbled.
They don't break.
That is interesting. So right now we are looking at Simon and Halbig's for Kamer and Reinhardt. There's a 117, and there is a two-faced doll. And there's also a 117X. These dolls are sitting right here in front of us. Aren't they wonderful? This is an untinted shoulder head with the Alice hairstyle. Here's another Perry, and she has glass eyes.
Oh my God, she's smiling. What's the number? Have you seen that before? It doesn't have that whole number, it just has 6. I like it. I just 1388. Oh, they're gorgeous. It looks like
Again, we are in the Well-Traveled Dolls of Simon and Halbig special exhibit, and we are looking at all wonderful dolls by Simon and Halbig. This is a 1159, and look at her wardrobe. Look at that wardrobe. It says right here on the card that Miss 1934's wardrobe was made by Blanche E. Eaton and her friends and shop owners in Massachusetts. Some of the garments were copied from Miss Eaton's wardrobe. The doll's wig, made from her mother's hair, was permed, braided, and lacquered by Miss Eaton's hairdresser at Charles at the Ritz in Boston. The wooden accessories, furniture, and the box were made by G. Wakerow. So interesting to have this provenance.
What does the sign say?
karate.
So right now we are looking at the Simon and Halbig 150 characters. They are painted eyes. This one is just beyond. Look at that, everybody.
I'm looking to see if there's
It's open till noon and then 7. Okay. Oh, good, okay.
These are Albick, Simon and Halbig's historical series dolls, circa 1890. Here is a 1385 character child, circa 1910. How wonderful. This is a Simon and Halbig 152 lady with a closed mouth. We just saw her on the cover of that magazine. Look at those intaglio eyes. Wow. Here's a wax Queen Alexandria attributed to Parati. If you are here live with us, we are in the Well-Traveled Dolls of Simon and Halbig special exhibit. So wonderful. This is a set of 1159s by Simon and Halbig. They are large. They were an exposition commission, and they are quite a lovely pair. All original. Right there is a Simon and Halbig 1159, and in front of it is a large 1160, the Little Women series. The girl in the pink bow is a 1249 DEP, Simon and Halbig. And standing there in the back is a model 1248. Again, a lot of the dolls, most of that you are seeing have a provenance, have the original clothing have a story attached to them. So look at that $12.79 in the back. She is large, and she has her own little, oh, it looks like the outfit she is wearing is the outfit of the little girl that is in the picture that she is holding. There's a Simon and Halbig $12.89. If you're here with us, tell us where you're tuning in from, and most importantly, share the video. So we are getting into the ethnic dolls by Simon and Halbig. So right here on the end is probably the largest size of the 1329 mold. That is huge, because normally when we see these dolls, they are this size. This particular doll right here, the first one, features straight legs and authentic, all original Japanese hairstyle and attire. Fabulous. This is the 1329. Now here is the 1099 Simon and Halbig Japanese doll. And here is an 1199. She has Chinese features and all original attire except for her shoes. And then the little ones next to her are Albicks. Here we have some untinted shoulder heads, Scottish attire, and some Swiss attire. And here is a Simon and Halbig 1478 character. She almost looks like a Gretchen 114. So the first doll on this size is a Simon and Halbig 1079 DEP. The wonderful wardrobe and provenance. The provenance belongs to Maddie Birkins. Look at that. Here are 700 series characters. This is the character reform of 1908. So we see right there in the front, the black doll is a 739. And then these two in the back, the one on the right is a 719, and on the left is a 769. Down here in the front is a 929. And this big Mama Jama, she's wonderful, is a 939. And then this automaton, the bubble blower's head, was made by Simon and Halbig for Lambert, who made the mechanism. She can actually be seen working in the Rosalie Whyel Museum doll art documentary.
Yes. Do you need this on your chart? Yes, see your chart. I know you're coming this afternoon, but I'm going to give it to you now because I don't know how many times.
Here is a Simon and Halbig for handwork Daisy. For Ladies Home Journal. You guys remember Daisy, I am sure. Comment if you have one. Daisy was the doll of the Ladies Home Journal. Here is the 900 series character reform of 1908. That wonderful doll in the trunk is a 1907 or a 907 Simon and Halbig closed mouth with trunk and small wardrobe. And then there's a 908, two 908s. That big one in the back is a Simon and Halbig 1949. She is circa 1885. $949, $989, $969s there in the back.
Maybe they didn't have a huge, right, but there were 4 or 5. Yeah. And coffee in the morning, right, I don't know.
Now these 1300 series are amazing. Just amazing. Especially these black ones right here. Look at this. This is a 1302 and a 1301 black character girl and man with glass eyes. With glass eyes. Just amazing. One thing to note that is so special about these dolls is that look at the modeling. They are not white molds that are just merely painted black. They are featured. They are made for dolls of color. A special mold. Just wonderful. There in the back is a 1358 character girl with glass eyes. These 1300 series dolls, everybody, are just beyond. In the back there is a 1307 character, and the Polichinelle is a 1305. Here we have a 1308 character man with the red and blue, and then the blue and white with the checkered is a 1303 character.
Oh, yeah.
Now these American Indian dolls are just amazing. This little one in the front is a 1303, all original with painted eyes. And then look at these 1303s in the back. All original with painted eyes. Just exquisite.
Yes, ma'am, I promise. She's usually good on her word. It's in my schedule. That's why let me show you something.
Here in the front is a 1488 character. And then on the side right here we have a 1468 and a 1469 flapper ladies. That little baby right there is a 1489 Erica. And then the little boy in blue is a 1488. And the larger boy is a 1428.
Saturday is, I've got a lunch on Saturday. I decided to do the bikini lunch.
Isn't this wonderful?
I'm going to get up early and do the puzzle and watch the big draw numbers and Helzer. Yeah. She gave me a twins, but I read and
These might be a little hard to see because of the light, but this is an extremely rare doll right here. This is a Simon and Halbig one character child. A doll like this was actually my first big appraisal that I did.
I had a stamp somewhere. It's probably with my badge.
There's a 111 character child. Both of these are extremely rare dolls.
That little
You guys will love this. This is a little hospital scene of East India. Albick dolls from various makers, including some from Simon and Halbig, circa 1900. Here is a Simon and Halbig 6 Heinrich handwork, our cheerful flower girl.
She's got 10,000. Excuse me, would you stand back a little?
Here is a Simon and Halbig 1159. Look at that wedding dress.
That was the box I got.
I think it was probably the box for the dress. Look at that.
So this is the third color here.
It's a 1079 Flapper Bride. And right here is a 890 Albick Child with flower dress and commercial wardrobe. And look at this, Tom Thumb and his wife, Lavinia Warren. Look how cute.
Isn't that cute?
Oh, so cute. Circa 1890s Albick. This 1388 is just magnificent. Look at her dress.
She's got a wonderful doll. And just cases and cases. And she's got boxes, stacks and bound
Mother of the Bride.
with the dolls still in them. And then you have what the other boxes are all. They're all flat. Yeah.
Did you move in and make room for her to go behind you?
I wish I had a house big enough to have a room set up. Yeah, yeah. When my husband got his house, I had a great big area, 16 by 24 building with one dolls inside.
There you have it. The wonderful, well-traveled dolls of Simon and Halbig. Thank you so much to Rosalie Whyel and her entire team of people who contributed to this special exhibit. It's just fantastic. If you loved seeing these dolls, share the video. We hope that it spoke to your heart and that you saw something that you inspired you, or maybe you saw one of the dolls that you have at your house, which is so fun to see them out and about and people appreciating them. So we're going to be back on a little bit later with some more shopping with the Ruby Lane shop owners who are in the sales room. The sales room doesn't open for about another hour, so we are still out doing doll things, and we will be on with you guys a little bit later. We hope you enjoyed this special exhibit. We'll talk to you soon.